Get the other land, please. Aww. They got the other land. I'm like, enjoy your 1/4. I'm like, I'm on a 14 turn clock. Sure, why not? Yes, finally. No blue source. My fair citizens of Sodium City, we have the Mirror event. So this event was only for a few days, but we were able to play with nerfed versions of a few banned cards, which was actually really fun. So I was able to make a couple decks with Teferi Time Raveler, Fires of Intervention, Veil of Summer, Uro, just a few other cards that I just kind of enjoyed playing, or cards that I felt were really disruptive, but we just kind of mixed it up, you know? Stuff that I haven't been able to play for a while, or I just haven't seen for a while. Out of all the games I played on the event, I noticed that I was the only one playing any of the nerfed cards. So this was very interesting to me. I was actually really surprised at first, but the more I thought about it, I was like, oh, well, it is open collection. So everyone had access to every single card. So it was a really good way to get all new players or players that have started within the last year or so to get them interested in historic play. So they had access to every single thing over the last 2 or 3 years, however long Arena's been out. I think 3 years, 3.5, whatever it is. It's been a while. So getting people access to every single card, I think that will increase interest into historic, which will hopefully get more people actually into historic. So if people were hesitant about purchasing packs, or actually putting money into it to get cards from historic, hopefully that will encourage people to do that. The problem that I would be struggling with is that if I was somebody that was debating whether they wanted to go into historic or not and playing the event, I was like, wow, I really like historic, this is really fun. But in literally 3 days or 2 days, whenever this video comes out, a new set comes out. It's like, you obviously want to invest in a new set more than you would a very, very old set for historic. Almost always, like 9 times out of 10, maybe 10 times out of 10, depending on what it is. So I think it was poorly timed, but I think the event itself was a really interesting experiment. So I like what they were doing with it. I would be interested to see if they do something similar to that going forward as well. By the time this video comes out, you won't actually be able to play in this event, but you can get the deck list on my Aether Hub page. There should be links on the card at the top right hand corner of this video. There will also be links in the description below. But once again, you won't be able to play in the event when this comes out. Maybe it'll be around for about 3 hours after that, but again, you're not going to have a whole lot of time. So you may be able to snag it up for a couple hours, but that's about it. The first deck that I made was actually a Fires of Intervention and Land Destruction deck. This was actually a really fun deck. I did enjoy it a lot, and I noticed later on when playing this deck that running Lithoform Engine with Fires of Intervention would be absolutely fucking insane. Ridiculous, ridiculous combo. I would love to play it. I would love to get my hands on it. Obviously, I didn't want to invest like hours and hours trying to figure out the meta and stuff like that because there wasn't really a meta with this. If it was a real thing and Fires actually came back and it was a legitimate card again, I would 100% be investing a ton of time into it. It would be so much fun. I would enjoy a whole lot, but unfortunately, we don't really actually get our hands on it for too long. But the second deck I ended up playing was a 4-mana Teferi. It's 4 mana now, but it's a 4-mana Teferi with Veil of Summer, and then I also added in the Uro for a little bit of pressure, even though it doesn't actually ramp anymore, unfortunately. But did Uro for a kill, but as well as the win condition was Approach of the Second Sun if Uro didn't punch through. Out of both of these decks, the Land Destruction one definitely performed way better than the one using Teferi. However, I don't really know if it necessarily matters because once again, the event just seemed to be a bunch of people trying different decks of collections that they don't have. It also seemed to legitimately be a ton of people just farming free games. It seemed to be a ton of Cavalcade decks. I believe I went up against maybe 10, 15 Cavalcade decks. It was right around 10 to 15 Cavalcade decks. It was a lot. And like I said, there was 0 new cards out of any deck I played. So it was relatively boring experience as far as what I was playing against. By relatively boring, I mean it was extremely boring. It was fun playing the cards, so I had a good time building the decks. I hyped up the event more than it was actually delivered, which was very disappointing. I thought I was going to have a lot more fun playing it. I guess I just really didn't expect... I didn't expect people with no collection to be playing a free event with an open collection, because I didn't think about it that way. So that was, I think, the problem that I had mentally when going into it. So I just set myself up for disappointment. But overall, I still had a blast as far as building the deck and theory crafting and stuff like that. So overall, it was okay. Stay salty and enjoy the games. All right, so the first thing we're gonna have to do is put together a deck. That's gonna be the hardest part. Teferi is probably fine. Fires is the other card that I'd probably use. We could do, yeah, we can do Gruul Land Destruction with Fires. All right. So, running Gruul Land Destruction with Fires, we're going to need the thing, Brazier. We're gonna need Cultivate. So basically, what Cultivate's gonna do, so Grazer comes down, puts a land into the battlefield. Cultivate comes out. This allows us to turn 2 Cultivate. Turn 2 Cultivate sets us up for a turn 3 Fires. But since Grazer puts down a land, Fires is more, like, Fires actually works, because Fires specifically says you can cast a spell only during your turn, and you can cast no more than 2 spells each turn, which is fine. You may cast spells with the mana value less than or equal to the number of lands you control. So it has to be lands you control. So playing Mana Dorks doesn't really do anything for us, right? So we don't really care about mana. We just don't care about mana Dorks. So we're gonna pretty much ignore that shit. So turn 1 Grazer, turn 2 Cultivate, turn 3 Fires. Ideally. All right. Ideally. Let's go Star of Extinction. Let's do Haphazard Bombardment. Let's do the thingamabob. Destroy land. Stone Rain. I mean, dude, I can just run Blood Sun and fuck up like 50% of the decks, right? Anger, Storm's Wrath. Kind of want to put in another. Well, I need to put in a 2-mana something, at least a 2-mana something. Currently, we have no way to deal with enchantments or artifacts or planeswalkers. So the thing that deals with enchantments and creatures, or enchantments and planeswalkers, is Ugin. Then we have no way to deal with artifact. Well, Haphazard Bombardment, technically. Feeling like 4 Fires might be too much. Do you typically do 4 Fires? I don't know, do you like need that? Maybe you do. I think you might also need, we want something to do on their turn. So I think running 4 Maze Mind Tomes is necessary. Kind of want some other shit to do. We also didn't do... Need Waking Controls. Alright, this is it. Alright, so now we're in a spot. We gotta make a bunch of cuts. Now we gotta do some shit. And then we have to decide if we want to go Blood Sun Lotus Field or not. Yeah. I mean, I do like Blood Sun Lotus Field, but is it something... Do we care that much? Like, we're already putting a huge block on like everything that is multicolored. So any 4-color deck, they're essentially fucked because we're blowing up lands left and right. I guess Planeswalkers, we have Star of Exchange. So right now our only real weakness is enchantments. So if they're running Fires of Intervention, we're fucked. How many decks are running Fires? A lot, probably. 22, 4, 6. We want 26. We want 26 mana or 25. We don't really have any card draw except for the Maze Mind Tome. So I'm a little worried about that. Stone Rain is basically necessary in this particular scenario. We can go down a Fires. We go down 2 Waking the Troll. We really only need 1. Down one of those. Let's try this. This will be interesting. Should be interesting. So we increased our curve, but we have a lot of mana. So we should be fine. Not great. Maybe I should have kept that just to cycle. Interesting to play. It's a very interesting choice to play a flash deck and I mean there's Teferi all over the place, right? Why would you? Yeah, it seems scary. Going flash against Teferi? Like, I would assume, I haven't played enough games, but I would assume that Teferi's like fucking everywhere. Come on. Come on, Magic. Jesus Christ. Alright. In theory, I can Fires into Bombardment if they don't have a Frilled Mystic. Okay. Crisis. Less worried. Oh, this is just... Yeah, this is just fantastic. And then I get to Bombardment into Star of Extinction next turn. Okay, this is stupid. I forgot how fucked up Fires was. I forgot how fucked up Fires was. Holy shit. I don't even know if I want to play the other one. Yeah, let's just let it. Oh. Got it. Taking down a 1. Yeah, so that's 2 Fae of Wishes that we got. Which is great. It's a good thing I put all 4 of the Waking the Trolls in there. Yeah. Get the other land, please. Aww. They got the other land. I'll like, enjoy your 1/4. I'm like, I'm on a 14 turn clock, sure, why not? Yes, finally. No blue source. Mm-hmm. Ah, yes. What waking of the trolls could have been. What waking of the trolls could have been. Ah, yes, yes. These matches are fucking fast. All right, so I haven't seen a single new card yet, or a single revamped card. Is it just not, am I the only one? All right, this is the first time we've had Grazer on turn 1. I had to keep it, even though it's not very good. But, I mean, if we top deck a Cultivate, this hand is ridiculous. Is this the same person we just went up against? I feel like it might be. And they're gonna drop 2 1-mana 2/1s. I don't know. Acquisition seems to be highly used right now. We'll actually scry with this. I do like Maze Mind Tome and Fires. Another Grixis deck. Could get another Maze Mind Tome. Aha! Jesus. The read. That was a hard read. It was pretty good. I agree. Okay, so they're probably running Fires then too. I will sacrifice my Grazer. I will. I am taking quite a lot of damage. I don't know if I want to play both of those. Star of Extinction's obviously gonna help, but I need... Okay, that was a land that they needed, but it's also 2 damage that I didn't want to take. Getting a little bit of life. We got the Fires. Ooh, beautiful. Double Waking the Trolls. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, yeah, and then we Starve Extinction, and yeah, this game is pretty much over, I think. Oh, that's so stupid. Maze Mind Tome with Fires is so fucking busted. Oh my god, I need to put a lithoform engine in here. Oh, I forgot about lithoform engine. So good. I mean, unless I'm dead. I mean, with 4 mana, they can, if they have 2 bolts, I'm dead. Okay. Get rid of all your red sources. Get rid of all of your stuff. And let's get more lands. And hopefully you can't do 6 damage to me in 2 turns. Because my dudes don't have haste. But I'm gonna have a lot of dudes. I think I win? I was like, I don't think there's anything for 3 mana. Like even the enchantment that gives all creature tokens -2, the Virulent Plague. I haven't had to think about that card in a while. Virulent Plague would give everything -2/-2, but I'd still have 16 2/2s. Slaps their dick off, right? Oh. Oh. Yay. I really should put in lithoform engine though. That's what I should do. I didn't expect them to not attack. I got debated. Oh shit. That fucking card. Alright, well. I don't need black, so I have no problems doing this. Yeah, I have no problems drawing on my own turn, because if I were to get a Stone Rain or something, then another Cultivate. Let's try to get Awakening Controls. So this should get countered. For sure. If they have a counter spell.
Ha ha! Of course, of course!
Okay. Don't like that. What are they doing with their graveyard? Did they Phoenixes? Do. Let's get Bombardment down, actually. And then we can anger I don't know if Anger's actually going to go through, which is probably bad. Right, sign of desperate. Oh, okay, sure. Yep, exile those things. Exile all of those things. Let's get a land off top, easy land off top, right? Just kidding. But we exiled 2 Phoenixes, that's pretty fantastic. And they discarded 2 lands. They're not happy. They're fine. They are fine. Mm-hmm. Okay. You know what? Fuck him. Hit him where it hurts. Good card. Another good card. Ooh. Oh, 2. Let's target that. And I guess we'll just hope that we get the Electromancer this time. Yeah. Just kind of like hitting a mana source. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was... That was, yikes. It wins without fires, but if you get fires early, it's fucking busted as shit. Having 4 fires could be good, and then Lithoform Engine, I mean, there's ways to make this decent. But, I don't know. That was fun. I like it a lot. I think maybe having a second deck would be fine. Maybe we could throw in a second deck. Why not? Why not? Now, for the second deck, I think I want to do... I want to do Bant? Do Bant with Teferi Uro? Okay, so with these, what do we want to do with like some Uro, Teferi, Vela, Summer bullshit? I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do, right? Let's do Wrath of God. Destroy the pesky creatures that stand in our way. So Veil Summer is just a fucking good card, right? So let's keep, because it's technically a cantrip. You just pay it to draw a card. This should be unbanned. Should be unbanned. Even if it was this as 2 mana. Yeah, 2 mana I think is probably fair. I mean, Teferi's Protection is always pretty good, but Veil of Summer kind of covers a lot of that. We're going to the dark side. We are going to the dark side. This is just artifacted creatures, so we can bounce our own shit back to our hand. So do we want to bounce our own Kiorbis of Sea Gods? That is the question. I mean, we can do like the whole explore growth oh, well, yeah, here's what we do. Ooh, pretty growth spiral. Okay, so explore growth spiral into the north. May not even need Uro. Sylvan Awakening. Do Sylvan Awakening on their turn. At the end of their turn? Yes. Perfect. Nothing bad could happen at all. Not a single thing bad could happen. 1 Uro, 1 Sylvan Awakening. Sure, we'll go with that. Could be so bad. T-Snow. Alright, let's go lands. Alright, we gotta have Butt Plug Island, right? It's the only acceptable... The only acceptable island. So we have, you know, these ones. We got Butt Plug Island. That one, that's super sketchy. I might just do 2 of each of those. We only have 4 into the north, so maybe we don't need... Maybe 6? We don't really need that much white. 7. That one. Yeah. Maybe 3? 8. 8 just in case. I like having more of a buffer with these ones that search for actual land. Well, let's have a... Oh, because if we do Faceless Haven, I'll need some more snow. So... Oh, definitely don't need... Blue green. It does. Need as many blue greens as possible. White. Do one of those and one of those. All right, we have a lot of ramp. We're trying to get lands onto the battlefield. Don't really have any interaction. Yeah. Don't necessarily want to take out Under the North because I still think it's like the best ramp spell for 2 mana. But you don't draw a card with it? I think if we throw in a couple Doom Scars... Let's do that. Let's do that. There's weird shit all over the place. All over the place. I just have no idea what even... Okay, sure. This hand is just as weird as this event. It's so weird seeing 3-mana Teferi. It's weird. Don't look at my land. You see. I will have hexproof from black. Make me discard a card, biatch. Oh my god, 150 cards. What are you doing? It took me a minute. Aha! Take that fucker. We got him. Let's get in the blue. Let's do this. And pokey. All right, another land. I mean, it would be actually really cool to cast Abundant Harvest at the end of their turn. If we could cast Abundant Harvest on their turn, that would be ridiculous. What? Okay. What do they got? Interesting. Veil of Summer? Rude. Rude.
That's more like it.
Yeah. This. Got it. Ooh, maybe Peter North. We could either Peter North or double harvest. I might double harvest. Use an online card for me. It's great. You put a card that has adventure card of their own. Okay. So they're on like super a lot of discard. Whatever that is.
I've got time.
What is this? 6? 5. It's only 5 others. Okay. Yeah. That taps for white. It doesn't tap for anything else. This is fine. I just explore. Oh, that was unfortunate. Didn't really want a land out of that. 2, 3, 5. Don't want that either. They gotta have a kill spell for that, obviously. Extinction event. It's not good. Top deck. Alright, 4 land. Alright, we'll thin out the deck a bit. So 5 other cards? Alright. Well, I don't know what other kinds of... I don't really want to use more than 1 Wrath as a waste. Oh. So, hopefully they don't know that you can get rid of Uro. Okay, they don't know. Or at least, I assume if they did know, they would have got rid of it. Alright, because you can get rid of Uro. With Agonizing Remorse. Agonizing Remorse can target things in the graveyard. Which is... yeah, because you target opponent reveals their hand, you choose a non-land card from... oh. Well, fuck me. And so they get that tap. It's not very nice. Rude.
Don't worry, I got this.
Okay, I've done a lot. Done a lot they have not. They've done a lot of removal.
Let's try this.
Okay, we win next turn. Perfect. Till your next turn. Oh shit. I did not think of that correctly. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think of that correctly. For some reason, I thought it was just like not. Why didn't I bounce that first? Oh my god. Oh my god. I just punted like 3 times. If they extinction event, I'm super fucked. Sure. Okay, they did an extinction event, so that's nice. Yeah, I mean, had I just bounced their fucking Revenger Ravens, I would've won. Sweet. Yeah, I should put in Faceless Havens, I guess. Just to kind of finish it off. Although, this is highly... yeah, this is much worse than I thought it was initially. Much worse than I thought it was initially. Oh, we could just lose here, right? Oh, no. Got it.
Here we go.
Yeah, Sylvan Awakening says until your next turn, not... oh. Soul Shattered. Well, that sucks. How many... oh, they killed themselves. Well, my Sylvan Awakening plan did not do what I wanted it to do. So, I'm gonna have to change something. We're gonna have to make some changes. For obvious reasons. Okay, so for the changes, man, I really wish that was gonna work. I didn't read it. Typical Strider. All right, what wins in like 1 turn? That's a sorcery that you can cast at the end of their turn. some... It's gotta be like... It's gotta be a mythic, right? There's no regular sorceries. Let's see here. Body of research. We don't have any way to punch through with that though. Which cards with different names? No. Destroy all non-creature, non-land permanents. Primal command. This could be funny, but I don't think it's gonna be good enough. Whenever you cast or copy, well, that's just not gonna work because it's not. It would have to be the other side, the journey to the Oracle. You may put any number of land cards from your hand into the battlefield. That's not really gonna do anything for us. Not really gonna do anything for us. Mind's Desire, we're not casting multiple spells. Epiphany. I mean, we could approach to the second sun. Is that how we want to do it, though? Do we just want to do 2 approaches? Do we want to go Bant approach? We Bant approach, gamers? Are we Bant approach, gamers? Why not? Why not? Burrow. Wait, I want that one. Not collected. That one. There. Bant gamers. Alright. Let's try this again. I think Teferi's cursed. Maybe it's Uro. I don't know. I'm definitely not running into as many blue and black decks as I thought I was going to. Veil of Summer is completely useless. It seems. In many, 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 many situations. Well, maybe not many, many, many. Over-exaggerating. However, like the 4 games or 5 games that I've played that you haven't seen in this video yet, because I've just lost, have been really bad. It's just been nothing but the Cavaclade decks. I've lost to, it's either 4 or 5 Cavaclade decks now. But at least this time it's not Cavaclade. So, I have a couple options. I think... Yeah, let's just do that. I can just hard cast Doomscar, I don't really need the anything. Afterlife. Afterlife. Yeah, Veil of Summer is useless here. Quite unfortunate. Yeah. And then Teferi comes down at 6 though. But Teferi takes 6 damage. All right, going back to 18. Going back to 18. Going back to 18. Going down to 12. Enters the battlefield. Okay, so I might just bounce that Mentor to draw a card. I think I need to take out Veil of Summer. It's just completely useless. I was able to effectively use it once, and it was against a mono black discard pile.
Right on schedule. Let's try this.
Well, one card closer. One card closer to my win condition. So that's good enough. It's like all Afterlife. Okay.
Suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have Teferi out still, because then I could have done that at instant speed. Instant speed would have been nice. Decline?
This isn't a fight.
Yeah.
I am not making this a go.
Auto pay. Sure. Alright. I'm one away. One away. One away. Top deck a Wrath of God. Wrath of God off of the top. Off of the top. There's no point in, yeah, I was like, there's no point in hitting Teferi now. Fine. Aha. Non-land. Easy. I don't care about your life total, bitch. Yep. Good games. All right. This is weird. I am still yet to see a nerfed card from anyone other than myself. Let me know in the comment section below if that'll probably be the question of the day. If that happened to any of you. Veil of Summer. Damn it! Damn it, but Veil of Summer. I needed that. I needed that. The one time Veil of Summer. Or not the one time, the other time. That sucks. Yeah. Because in a format where Thoughtseize is a thing, I think Veil of Summer is justifiably fine, right? For every Thoughtseize, there should be a Veil of Summer. I have no idea Veil of Summer is even legal in other formats. No idea. Like older formats? Like Pioneer, Modern? No idea. Legacy? No idea. I'm sure it is. I don't think it's that powerful. It can't be. Is it? Like, I know it's good, but it's so, like, color restrictive and stuff. Like, it's like a really, really good sideboard card. They must have creatures, because they're debating whether they want to get rid of the Veil of Summer or the Wrath of God. Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, did it get auto-taken? Because their time ran out? So did they look at my hand and then get salty? Because I had one Veil of Summer? A Wrath and an... Like, come on, my hand doesn't even have anything good in it. Like, I don't have a counterspell. How are you about to duress me and then rope me, bruh? Come on. How you about to be like that? Bruh.
Bruh.
I have a sound effect for that. Come on. All right, we'll give the old sad butt plug, shall we? The old sad butt plug. Well, they came back. They didn't put a land down, but they came back. Did they get jealous because we had lands? Maybe that's what it was. Maybe I'll just keep putting down lands that they don't know that we have in our hand. Ooh, but once I play this, that one will be un-eyeballed. Ooh, they're not back. They just waited until the rope got like all the way down, and then they... Oh, that's great. Ooh, they're super salty. Ooh, or they're farming wins with just making people like real sad. Or, like they're trying to make people pissed off by taking forever. So I'm just gonna highlight over their cards. Yeah, they're probably just farming free wins. Oh. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to this point, it means you either really enjoyed the video or you fell asleep and I'm waking you up now. Either way, thank you for all the support. I really do appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, come out with videos 7 days a week.